Okay, final home, number 36.
Number 36. Perfect number.
One many none is what it's titled. It begins with a quote, neither death nor dream are truly a remote land. Remember some things. It's what I've returned to the island to do. I've lived long times at the country, tended its gardens, visited with the white tiger. When dreams came, as one they hadn't, they were of the island. The architect asking me to return, to find him in the tangled gate. We argued. Why now? You're needed. You wouldn't let me when I lived there. You've been to the gate many times. I knew this then. What did you know? I knew then, I know now, that the deepest truth of a human heart is its yearning. When you came to me, you were forbidden the gate in your dreams, and I only allowed you maps to study. These years had to pass. Time bound you to the gate by absence and wish. Now you bid my return. Ask the white tiger. I never find him, but he is before me. Head low sunk for an embrace, always the garden. I've never seen him elsewhere, or enter it, or exit. He taught me in every way possible what tenders most need to know, kindness most values. I often resisted the far ends of his teachings. When kindness seemed second to self-preservation or revenge, he insisted me, pressed me again and again. Of my dreams, he would only say there are many ways to heal, not just the tender's way. I have to leave, don't I said, quiet growling deep in his throat. Come with me. Silence. We would meet again in sunlight. His last embrace made that clear. My travels since have brought me to this road, to an obscured understanding of what I am. We approach a kind of temple now. It is hardly dawn. A temple, a cave, I cannot tell. I find my way forward in the crowd is easy. A tall, feathered hierophant faces me. There is silence. Does he expect words? I expect nothing, he says. I wait your will. Will I find my answers in there? He shakes his head as though I ask the color of my own eyes. He steps aside, and I walk toward the door, leading in. Outside the door, a basin of water insisting a splash, a drink. I think of the fountain back there, nod, splash, drink. Enter, not knowing if I will return. For a moment, blind blackness, nor the feel of ground underneath. I breathe slower. Do not cry out. Something tests me. I reach within, keep my balance, sniff twice. Images emerge in the darkness and hang about me. I see the books of patterns my father and I would study, deeper ways to contrive my dance and sing of the waking dreams. What was this book? I reach out to touch it, turn its pages. There is something here I know. These are natterings, rudely writ. I touch a page, fragile as a wisp, and words like, there is no final thing to know, laid upon my brow, clue and thread. Follow the thread, half turn, and my brother, whom I love so closely, finding me disconsolate that I would not see my friends again, listening to me tell of their world, their ways, never a denying word, just this, he said. You will live now as I sometimes do, but not always. You will find each other. Another half turn, and my friend, who claimed my father's heart, made off. I see them together in the chamber they alone used, first straddling a coffin, dark hair down, hips moving impossibly slow, head reared back and snarl and growl, feet long as she sucks him into her, deep into her, till nothing seems to remain, leaving the room nude, him recomposing in the blood and sweat falling from her as she walks the empty corridor, in an old splayed man and her gone completely. I press myself harder into this darkness. Command to know. Now I am small, hardly made, singing to rags and flower vases because they sing to me. We are alike. I try to recall earlier, but it's like I wasn't born, never an infant, created like an animate statue no couple loves me to be. The king not my father, nor his dead first queen my mother. I tire. What do I do here? There are wisps of song, of a kind with my despairing. I reach toward them and they settle on my outstretched fingers like a hummingbird, singing many kinds of time, several binds of time, and how it looses to air. I think of the architect, and the singing molds his face in the dark before me. You've come. You've led. I feel soft pressings against my arms and shoulders. My friends. I can feel soft fur, a tiny inch shape, a turtle not a turtle close. Do I finally learn what all of you are? You created us. You do every time there is a new world. They crowd close to me. Even the architect is not far. Why don't I remember? You always say that this failure is an imperfect teacher, and hope opens hands to death. We are your hands to elsewhere, of others. All you will allow yourselves. Is this world failure then? Do I lead the procession out there to a new one again? There is a choice. What choice? Stay. Shell the hole in the heart of the world. Find the gate here to serve as foundation to all. Why haven't I chosen this way before? I convinced you, says the architect with a deep heart whimper. I believe we could make a world without flaw. There is silence. I drift from my friends. Wander memories that seem departing. The sweet high music of the traveling troubadour, the dark fanciful music of the one woods when all woke deep in the night and cried out. My father the king on sleepless nights, his spyglass upon the water, the demon tugging him back away from me, away from the queen, willing to sacrifice my brother, the snake fight in his heart, never letting him rest until our island home abandoned, and all the war, never seen her slip back into the sea as his boats raised their sails. My blue bag, the many threads. I begin to fear. How do I know a flawless world can't be found? I twist in and in and in, feel myself starting to pull this world close upon itself, its possibilities, even as glints and glarings of a new one knows me near. I fear. Words are leaving. This is what they do. No, leaving. No, leaving. I start to cry out, help me, but it's just a silent, wordless grunt. No, leaving. Try again. The world's shaking. The beast and its mate together, comforting at this once again known end. Failure, pain. No, leaving. No, leaving. Leave. Natter. Natter. Natter, natter. No, help me, architect. My friends, beast, hero. My father the king, help me. White tiger, singer, troubadour, help me. No, natter, natter. Help me. Queen, help me all. A great roar, a wild pain. I feel blown all the light. Cry soundlessly, and then all silence. Silence. Then a voice, mine own, and yet I listen. There is a door, and now we pass through. There is a door, and now we pass through. The world spasms. The world shakes. The world holds. I reach into its maw and fill it with everything I've ever learned, ever known. I bind myself to this world, its flaws, its beauty. I push time back, smooth it like a thin blanket over a long, long, bare back. It is there for those not ready to reveal themselves to the night and its many kinds of truths. I push back, growing stronger, healing all I can. There is so much, and the world will never root up its song in part from its countless fractures. How they chorus. My efforts tire me, and I feel my friends join me, gather at my back, help me push. This world, keep this world, arriving now, arriving somewhere to something, close, closer, more and more, and a push, and now, good, it's water, seawater. I am in mid-dive into the sea, my things tied around my waist, bidding my friend goodbye with a wave. This time I see his face. It is the hero, my friend, smiling at me as once I had at him. Thank you, I love you, thank you, goodbye. The shore is rocky, no beach, where I have to collapse breathless. The sea lets me leave, but willing this time. I have found myself. I have remembered some things and found myself this time. I will climb the rocks to the dancing grounds, restore them for all I've learned, dance again on the girl's legs I choose to keep. I will let the castle continue to return to green, the one woods hungering back its possession. The tower, with a touch, shall return to tree, and my architect will add his day and night without end. Finally, I will come to the tangled gate, that which I have loved best is here, always has been, neither left or right by the fountain, but through, no way in but through. I will step through the fountain, its luring waters swallowing me as I do, and come at last to the caves and tunnels of my friends, leaving a part of me here, my childly dreams. They shall receive me as my beautiful dear friends, feather, fur, gill, shell, happy sniffs all around, but a part of me will drive part of them away, deeper and deeper, ever toward and arriving finally at the red bay, And here we will close what has been too long open, the wound that was the loss of our home long ago, what brought us here, the remain of us, how we built but could not forget. I was made to help us heal, but healing is here on, not back there. We have done what we meant to do. As many, as one, as none, each of us shuts eyes and imagines the conclusion of the story on the other side of the red bay. Closes eyes, imagines, steps through. One by one, till I am left to finish. I watch myself dancing the grounds my father the king built for me. Songs of my childhood dreams in these caves, hear songs of my childhood dreams in these caves and tunnels, as forever, the world's best secret poem. If these pages are found and read, listen for the singing from the caves and tunnels. Join us in childhood dreams. Dance their messages through your daylight hours. Touch and teach others how they are real. Open hands, touch and teach others how. So close, smile, so close, they are real.